This short film explores the Scottish Rap and Makina scene, social media's impact on creativity, and whether overnight success can hinder an artist's evolution. The story begins in Calton, the East End of Glasgow.
Ready for the scheme. Back from school on a Friday, then I get straight to the team.
Since 2015, Oakzy B and MC Tiny have sold out Makina shows nationwide and soundtracked countless house parties in schemes across Scotland and beyond.
All the madness and crazy shit that I've done for the scheme. That's how it's always.
Started releasing music and like when I was a kid, like 2011, 12 on YouTube, but not seriously. And then my pal Tiny, he started releasing tunes on YouTube, MCs and that. I ended up getting remanded in prison. Made a song called Free Oakland, and because of that, when I came back out, that song had blew up, starting to book shows and stuff like that. So I became an artist after I came out of jail because my songs had blown up.
Mine and Oakzy's relationship started in secondary school. We were fair the same area, so it was inevitable that we were going to start hanging about. And straight away with me and Oakzy, it was like, I could just tell, we magnetised towards each other, like the two of us are very creative.
Like the challenges, like being an artist in Scotland is, obviously most of the attention is based down in England. Even with the Makina scene, like the main Makina hub is north east of England, Newcastle, Sunderland, down there, down the Tyne, do you know what I mean? So it's all like concentrated down there. So don't get me wrong, obviously we've done lots of shows up here. We've ended up inviting all the best Makina artists from down there up here to perform for us at TNO Makina show. But to be big and to be known and to be like in touch with all them, you have to go down there. And it's the same with like hip hop and rap. Like to do that in your UK, you'd have to go down to London.
Heading slightly further west, it was time to meet Shogun, a highly distinguished MC, rapper and lyricist responsible for putting Scotland on the global stage of hip-hop and rap.
Shogun didn't want to live up to the stereotype of a Scottish rapper smoking doobies in the scheme. So instead, we went for a relaxing walk in the countryside.
Yeah, it's real now.
Many people know Shogun due to his track, Vulcan, which exploded overnight. It amassed millions of views and earned him recognition from artists such as Stormzy and Dizzy Rascal.
I was happy like after like the second or third day we had like 5,000 views or something, 6,000 views. I mind it, I was in my fucking little room in my mum's house and I was like, yo, checked it, went about, done my like little morning routine, whatever, went back, checked it, it was like 80,000 views. And then I was like, no way, phoned the boy that filmed it, like what the fuck. Came off the phone, it's like 110,000, I'm like, what's going on mate, someone's hacked this shit. I'm like, this isn't real mate, what are you talking about mate? But no, it was legit and it's just a blessing. It's a blessing when like you get that response from people, but in hindsight, I do wish I got the chance to like grow in the dark more. Because I think as good as Vulcan was, or even the tunes that I put out after it, I think I could have done with refining my sound, refining who I was, even just as a person, before I like got thrust into fucking the limelight or whatever. But if I was to chalk it down to one thing, honestly mate, I would say fucking luck. I had a couple people around me who were like helping me with the market. I didn't know fuck all about marketing or nothing. Like I know how to sell you a bag of weed. It doesn't matter how good you are. You can be amazing 360 fucking 5 days of the fucking year. Do you know what I mean? And nothing will happen. You know. It was my time. It was my time to, and I think it was time for like a Scottish rapper to get noticed in that way. Anyway, people had been trying for years. They'd been really trying for years, and it just happened to be me, mate.
Heading back to Glasgow, it was time to meet Sami. Sami is the founder of UP2STNDRD, a record label and studio that has been central to the rap and MC scene in Scotland for many years.
Some might say Sami's booth has seen more balaclavas than a bank robber.
Now, when you talk about hip hop in the UK in general, everybody thinks London, right? And over the years, it slowly traveled up north, you know, it went to the Midlands, Birmingham, Manchester, Age, NQ Studios. And I think with time as well, it's coming up here. But yeah, what we're trying to sort of, the challenge that we have is definitely not the lack of talent. There's plenty of talent up here, but the talent always hits a glass ceiling because you're gonna create and you're gonna promote and you're gonna release music, but then nothing happens, you know, because regardless, as much as independent as you are, right? If we're talking about the music business, well, you need the big operators, you know, you need the big publishers, you need the big labels. What tends to happen is the moment a Scottish artist sees a bit of traction, what do? They leave. They go to London, right? Because that's where all the household names are at. But that's what we're trying to change. We're trying to change keeping artists up here, but that's by bringing those outside opportunities to Scotland. Let's leave hip hop for a second. When you look at Scotland, let's look at, for instance, the electronic dance scene, or even the sort of indie band scene. So much time and effort has been invested to build that infrastructure, and it shows because across the years, you've had, you know, for example, the label Numbers and, you know, the late Jack Master and everybody else that sort of helped build that scene. You know, you've got hubs like the Sub Club, La Cheetah, right? You go to the sort of indie band kind of genre, right? And you've got all your Belly Sebastians, Biffy Clyros. Like there's so many, everything is sort of set up for it where the sort of major labels and publishers are involved within sort of breaking these artists, you know what I mean? And that's what we lack over here.
Originating from Spain, the Makina is an upbeat hard trance or techno track that's layered with rapid MC vocals.
Between 160 and 180 beats per minute, the Makina takes no prisoners.
A Makina track is different. It's all I've ever listened to. As soon as you put it on, like, the shoulders start going straight away. There's nothing better than it.
Bouncing music, feel good music, you can't beat it.
Rockets want to wing to wing. Everything you say makes me jump, it makes me feel this way. Makes my body sway, makes me kick it, makes me say hey hey. Everything you do in me, rocking like you used to do. Class will find this with the rhyming, notice it's me looking me. I'm your favorite prophecy, this ain't no democracy. Always mine is all you see. I'm the one that's got the key to GOA with the D, that is what they call me. Classical finest with the rhyming, that is what they told me. Let's go bossy, drinking the wine. Down at anyone, but you be losing the time. Let's go bossy, out for the night. Dirty the raving at my show, or else to back the Savoy. Everything I say, every day, every single way. Everything I did, party crew, you know I smash your rave.
And that was the Makina.
Thanks for that, lads.
From the east, we now go back west into rural Renfrewshire, where Shogun is still enjoying the pleasantries of the Scottish countryside.
It was absolutely freezing.
Best step back from me. You're confusing my confidence with vanity. Ballesteros on a beat, this is absent-minded balladry. And the music industry has made a psychopath of me.
I think people are chasing a lot more fleeting things than they have been. I see a lot of wee guys on TikTok doing the algorithmic shit to get noticed and to get their wee 1,000 likes and all that, and that's all cool, but like, what does that translate into? A lack of risk taking and a lack of creativity, I think. As an artist, you have a duty to do some soul searching and do your own kind of like fucking janitorial work with your artistry. Like, you need to clean it up and refine it and cut things out and add things and go and meet new people and do new things and take risks. And aye, there's been periods I've fucking fell into the same things that I'm even talking about other people doing. I've done, but that's how I know not to do it, because I've fucking done it. When you're just making cookie cutter, like, next one, next one, next one. Aye, you might hit now and again. A broken clock's right twice a day, innit? That goes back to the growing in the dark. It's like, don't succumb to that pressure. If you've got stuff to release, if you've got a thing that you need to put it out, man, by all means. But that's where it comes down to, like, the honesty with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself first, because other people are going to lie to you. Your friends are going to lie to you. They're going to tell you your tune's banging. But is it what you want to be defined as? You know, you need to search within a bit deeper than social media allows you to. I don't fuck with the TikTok, mate. And it's here, that's hindered me. That's fucking hindered me. But do I give a fuck, bro? Fuck no. I've got plaques, you know? Not to toot my own trumpet, but I've got plaques and that, so like... Because, mate, you're just giving all your energy to people that, like, with all due respect, and I love my fans and that, but, like, you can't talk to them all the time. You need to make them miss you, you know? So they actually appreciate when you're there, I think. So I hope people appreciate this. I just want to make music because I love it. I've always loved it.
Off we fuck back to Glasgow.
It was time to get Sami's 2 cents on this subject.
Social media has become the bridge to your audience. You know, we can't deny that. The pressure that you have now of maybe going viral or creating content that engages with an audience, you know, you lose your truth, because social media has definitely created this image of what a rapper should be. You kind of forget about the art and it's all more about the show, you know. You think that's what the audience want to see and that's what you do, where it's far from who you are. You know, if that's what you see as what's successful, most likely that's the route you're gonna follow. And then what happens there is no longer innovation, it's all imitation.
This brings us to the next chapter.
I was going to say final chapter, but I feel like we are just getting started.
Forever in your heartbeat. Forever in your...
I did it for the love of the game. When I first started making music, it wasn't for money. It was because we just done it. We just had this urge to go to the studio and release music. We weren't getting paid from it. Keep dropping music, keep making videos, keep doing shows, keep getting money. That's the main game. As long as I'm making money to pay for my bills, and as long as I'm making money to keep me going, and you know what I mean? Like, this is what I do full time. I don't do anything else, so as long as I'm dropping music for my fans and I'm making money and keep my life going, I'm happy. You know what I mean? If you'd asked me this question 10 years ago, I'd have been like, I want to be a big rapper, I want to be a superstar, I want to be a this, that and the next. But I'm just living to maintain.
The feeling I got for headlining my first show in Glasgow, it was like all hard work came to this. Like all these nights or whatever, like MCing in pitches, MCing round about the scheme in Carlton, just in front of all the pals and that and all the trips. Like, this is what made it, this is what it came to. Like, we've made it like a professional thing. Like, because before we were just, obviously like I said, we were just like walking about, drinking, MCing on a Bluetooth speaker. But now we've got hundreds of people coming to see us, paying tickets, coming, taking the time out of their day to come and see us.
Whatever problems I'm facing because of music, I hate it. It makes me want to kill myself. I'm fucking skint because of it, blah, blah, blah. I always go back to it. I'm like, it's because I fucking love it. Because I fucking love it. It's no for all this shit that I've been given, and not to say that I'm like unappreciative at all. Like, I'm completely blessed, despite anything that's going on or anything that's been. But mate, I do wish that I got to grow in the dark. I do wish that I got to refine my art. In retrospect, all the stuff that I went through ultimately, as cliche as it fucking sounds, it just led me here, innit? To this new point where I'm making better music, I think, than I ever have in my life. Bro, for me, success is being able to look after the ones that I love. We could all be doing with fucking 100 grand in our bank and a fucking paid off motor and a paid off house. And see, when I'm in those dark fucking moments, know what I do? I just try write it down truthfully, you know? See, when it stops being fun, I'll be done with it.
Thank you for watching this short film. And a special thank you to each subject that made this film possible.